Alright, welcome back. Now let's look at multiplying a decimal number by a multiple of 10. It's similar to what we've been doing, but has one extra step. So, as before, what we're going to do in our first one is restate the question as a whole number. And the next thing we're going to do is ignore everything that comes after that for. Alright, we will deal with that at the end. So, 265 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Put down the 0, carry the 2. 4 times 6 is going to be 24. 26. Put down the 6, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Okay? Now, when we're at this stage, we can put back in our decimal places. And if we look up at the question, we can see that there are 2. Right, so let's do that right now. We're going to do 2.65 multiplied by 40,000 is equal to 1060. Now we put back in our decimal place for 2. Now the last thing we need to do is, because we've only considered multiplying it by 4 and not the 40,000, we have to move it to the right. The amount of zeros basically that are in this number. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to move this to the right 1 place, add another 0, 2 places, add another 0, 3 places, add another 0, and 4 places. Okay, that last 0 wasn't necessarily needed. Then restate the answer as 106000.0. Right? 106,000. And that's our answer. Okay, let's look at our next one. B. We have 0.032 times 600. Again, let's rewrite this as 32 times 6. Right, we're going to ignore the multiple of 100 and we're going to ignore the decimal places. So, 32 times 6, so 2 times 6 is 12. Yep. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 6 times 3 is going to the 18 and the 19. Alright, and we're done. Now you could have done that another way. You could have done 6 times 2 is 12 and 6 times 30 is 180 and add them together, but that's a simpler way of doing it. Right, so we're going to reset the question now. 0.032 times 600 is equal to 192. Now that's obviously not true. We need to first add back in our original decimal places, which is 1, 2, and 3 here. So we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3. So in reality, this here is equal to 0.192. Now, we're going to multiply the last part by the number of zeros. We're going to move it to the right in this number. So there are 2. So we're going to move this twice to the right. 1 and 2. So the actual answer is, instead of 0.1, it's going to be 19.2. Okay? Okay, so that's everything. So please give the questions a go